We have rain, we have snow, we have wind, and obviously we have some high waves as well. So on Sunday before returning on Monday on up to 12 feet. Accompanying with these storm systems, we have rates coming down at least an inch an hour. Remember, today's storm was just a small indication of what is to come as we had a cold front move through. We're going to really get a lot of rainfall, and it's going to be Monday's storm that puts us over the edge, or we could really about 2 inches, and we could collect all of that tomorrow alone. Currently looking out over towards San Diego, still dealing with mostly cloudy skies. They're fairly thin, 60 degrees, winds out of the west-northwest at 8 miles per hour. They are forecast to increase, though, for everyone once we head through tomorrow, as we have a cold front that is now pushed on through, and as a result, we're seeing somewhat of a slight drying trend. So the rain chance for the rest of this evening has dropped to about 10%. It's not going to last too much longer, though, because you can see our second storm on its heels, already producing a batch of moisture, getting ready to head out towards San Francisco and even through Monterey, making its way down to Southern California by tomorrow morning. Breaking down the timing, this is going to help you plan your evening. By the time we get to 10 o'clock, still just a 10% chance of precipitation for portions along I-8, maybe even all the way up through Fallbrook. Now when we get closer to 6 a.m., the rain starts getting closer. It's exiting Orange County and entering out over toward Camp Pendleton, even out over toward Escondido and Ramona. When we get to the 8 a.m. hour, it is covering San Diego County. So if you want to go to work earlier this time for tomorrow, that might be your best bet to avoid the heavier rainfall for you. Pockets of yellow coming on down. There is a 30% chance of thunderstorms tomorrow morning. By 10 a.m., you can continue to watch the heavy, intense rain from Valley Center now through Poway. Lighter showers anticipated for the coast for a brief time, because now by 12:30, it's a day you really want to pack your lunch to work instead of driving out to try to eat. It is going to be just pouring buckets coming on down, and definitely one of our wettest days we've seen in quite a while. By 5:30, your evening commute, still watching that chance of precipitation, but now the rainfall rate's going to come down ever so slightly. And notice what happens by Saturday at 8 a.m. Still looking at about a 50% chance of rain, but we drop it to 10% by noon, and now we're looking like we can finally go out and clear out things up until we get another storm system on down for Sunday. Coming up our way, when you take a broad look what's happening across a good chunk of California, you're already noticing heavier rain beginning to enter out over toward our mountain communities. And look at this batch right there. That is our second storm system. We are waiting for yet another cold front to push on through tomorrow. With that, winter storm warnings are up. Mount Wilson, just to the north of us, could see around 5 to 10 inches of snowfall for that until around Saturday at 4 a.m. We will see some of the wintry stuff as well, noticing our snowfall levels coming down to about 5,000 feet tonight and eventually 4,000 feet once we head on in through around Monday. Rainfall totals, here we go, starting things off for us. I think Friday, in fact, will be one of our wettest days, at least this week. The other day that will be fairly wet is Monday. Quarter of an inch, same thing into Mira Mesa. Sunday, we are starting to see that last system come on through, and that's going to linger in the area through Monday and through Tuesday morning. Now, when we take a look at collectively all of the storms, Oceanside could see over 4 inches, the same in Encinitas, Alpine almost 4 1/4 of an inch, almost 4 inches into San Diego. When you put that in perspective, usually for the entire year, we see 10 inches, and we're getting almost half of that just in this 5-day span. 7-day forecast, 61 degrees for us tomorrow. It's going to be fairly windy as for us. We do have a slew of warnings and advisories that are up, so let's go ahead and start off with the wind advisory this week coming on down tomorrow. So with that, rainfall totals, we could see about 1.5 inches out of downtown San Diego, picking up over an inch, ending by your evening commute, and that is with our cold front that is on the move. But I want you to look back behind it. You can already see some more clouds coming on throughout the Pacific. That's storm number 3, which is in our forecast as we head through around Sunday. So we're already starting to see those systems come our way. Rain forecast at about 7 a.m. This is when we're just seeing scattered showers. We'll go ahead and call 50% rain chance, looking now at about a 10% chance. Winds remain very high, though, with both storm systems. We could see them up to around, say, 30 miles as well, with heavy rain in your forecast coming down by next work week. Guys.
Woo.